went through the phrasal verbs yesterday, but I would like to just run through them briefly again while people are logging on. So we're doing today, everything is with get. So we're focusing on get. As you guys know, hi Christina. As you guys know, get is one of the most used verbs in English. We use get to replace a lot of other verbs, okay? So for example, get off. In this quiz, it has more meanings than these two, many more. For example, get off the bus. But in this quiz, we're just going to look at two. So the first one is to escape punishment, right? For example, he got off with a warning. The other one is to finish work. So what time do you get off work? Or hey, what time do you get off work today? It's like, what time do you finish? Okay. Next one, get in. It has many meanings. For example, get in a taxi, but that's not the meanings we're looking at today. We're looking at, for example, to be elected. So she got in as mayor. So she was elected as mayor. Another one, be accepted into a school or organization. For example, he got into Harvard. He was accepted into Harvard. Next one, get out. Hi guys. Next one, get out, right? Get out or get around. So obviously you have get out of the bus, but it's different in this case. It's to become known to the public. To become known to the public. Hey Dean. To become known to the public. I'm just reviewing what we saw yesterday. For example, the news got out quickly. Hi. So to get back, right? It has many different meanings, but the one that I'm looking at today is to receive a reply. For example, I'll get back to you tomorrow. I'll get back to you tomorrow. Next one, get through, right? Again, it has many other meanings, but the one we're looking at today is to survive a difficult experience. To survive a difficult experience. For example, we got through the crisis. Or we will get through this together. Love this, to support your friend. We got through the outbreak, okay? Or we got through COVID together. Get across. So, to communicate an idea successfully. For example, the speaker got his point across. Or to cross from one side to another. For example, we got across the river, or we got across the river safely. That's okay. That's okay, Dean. Cool. That's all right. So we got across, say, the river safely. Okay, so get around. For example, travel from place to place. So she gets around by bicycle. She gets around by bicycle. Another another translation, to avoid a rule or a problem. To avoid a rule or a problem. For example, they'll find a way to get around the restriction. Or this one, how can I get around paying taxes? So how can I avoid, esquivar, paying taxes? To find the time to, another meaning is to find the time to do something. For example, I hope to get around to painting my house this summer. This is my case, okay? I do hope to get around to painting my house this summer. Okay, get down. So this is to make someone sad. So don't let failure get you down. Yesterday we said don't lose hope, keep your spirits up. Don't let it get to you. Don't let her or the boss get you down. And then in the chat, people also mentioned, which is really good, I'm feeling a bit down today. I'm feeling really down today. To be down in the dumps, people mentioned, to feel blue. And this was a good example. The boss's bad vibes are getting me down. Hey guys, the boss's bad vibes are getting me down. The boss's bad vibes are getting me down. Okay? Then get into. So obviously we have get into a taxi, right? Or get into the car. But in this case, it's a bit different. All right? It's more B2 plus level. So B1, we have get into the taxi, get into the car. But here it's to become involved in something. To become involved in something. For example, she got into trouble, so she became involved in trouble. Or she got into drugs at a young age, so she became involved in drugs at a young age. It's sad. Next one, to get rid of. So throw away, dispose of. For example, to remove something unwanted. To remove something unwanted. For example, get rid of those old clothes. Get rid of those old clothes. Dispose of those old clothes. Another translation is to free yourself from a problem or person. So we need to get rid of corruption. We need to get rid of corruption. Okay, next one, get together. So yesterday, I think it was Dean mentioned hangout. So it's a bit similar. I just said get together. It's a bit more formal, more organized than, hi guys, just a bit more formal than just hang out. Okay? So for example, get together can mean to meet socially. For example, let's get together next week. I hope you can see the notes on the screen. Okay, guys, if you want me to move the notes on the screen, just send me a message and say, Vikki, a bit to the left, a bit to the right, a bit bigger. But I hope it's clear and everybody can see. Okay, gather in one place, it can also mean. So the family got together for Christmas. The family got together for Christmas. Another meaning, to form a relationship. So they got together in college, means they started dating in college. And the next one, I think this is the last phrasal verb for today. It's get around to. So this is a really nice one, and it means to find the time to do something. So finally, find the time to do something. For example, I haven't gotten around to cleaning the garage. This means I haven't found time to clean the garage. So yeah, when will you get around to calling her? So when will you find the time to call her? i.e., when will you stop avoiding calling her? When will you get around to calling her? Okay, cool. So that's a review of what we saw yesterday. And now let's move on. We have the collocations with get. They're a bit easier than phrasal verbs. Okay, the phrasal verbs are for sure more difficult than collocations. So the first one here is to get lost. To get lost. Obviously, if you see a person on the street and they are annoying you, you can tell them to get lost. Hey, get lost, right? Hey, go away, right? Or you can get lost in a city. So we got lost in the old city. So we didn't know where we were going. Okay? We looked around and said, oh my gosh, where is the hotel? I don't know where I am. Other ones, get drunk. Okay, so this means you drink too much alcohol and you get drunk. Get nervous. We say get nervous, for example, before an exam, before a date, before getting on a plane for some people. What about you guys? Does anybody want to give me an example of when you get nervous in the chat? If you like, you can write down. I'm interested when you get nervous. In my case, I get nervous when the plane starts to take off. I get nervous when the plane starts to take off. Despegar. It's true. When the plane starts moving really fast, I get a bit nervous. Yeah. What about you guys? Anybody have an example? When do you feel nervous? When do you feel nervous? Get nervous. No? In this case, it's like become. No, become nervous. Yeah, you can think about it. You can put it in the chat if you can think of an example about when you get nervous. Then this one actually came up in one of my classes yesterday. Yeah, Thursday. It was very funny. A student asked me how to say this. And I said, get caught. I think this is probably level C1, eh? To get caught. So this means that somebody finds you or sees you doing something that you should not be doing. In this case, it was a teacher who caught her student, who is only 17. She caught him buying alcohol on a school trip. So he was caught. Sometimes we say to get caught red-handed. Maybe you have heard this one. To get caught, we say red-handed. H-A-N-D-E-D. To get caught red-handed. So this means that the person who catches you, they literally see you in the act doing what you should not be doing. So you can't deny what you did. Now there's no way out. You were caught red-handed. Okay, I really like that one for C1 students. Okay, hello. The next one is get promoted at work. I think this is really important, especially in the US, no? I think promotion is a big thing. Everybody's always talking about how to get promoted, right? At work, to go up a level in your company. And these two are very similar. It's get the chance to, they're like synonyms, get the chance to or get the opportunity to. No, you could say, for example, she was a lucky child. She got the chance to travel a lot. For example, she was a lucky child. She got the chance to travel a lot. It means she had the opportunity to travel a lot. Okay, so any examples, you can throw them in the chat, guys, if you like. For example, she got nervous before the interview. He got caught cheating in the exam, right? He got caught cheating in the exam. After years of hard work, she finally got promoted. After years of hard work, she finally got promoted. I got the chance to meet one of my favorite authors. I got the chance to meet one of my favorite authors. So it's like I had the opportunity to meet one of my favorite authors. Okay, so useful pattern for you here, right? Get plus an adjective, it often means become. So I recommend that you remember this one. I'm going to underline it. Get plus an adjective often means become. Okay, for example, get cold means to become cold. Get rich means to become rich. Get excited means to become excited. Get worried means to become worried. Get upset to become upset. And to get stronger means to become stronger. Okay, so you get the idea. You get the idea. Right? You get the idea? You got it? Okay. Now, this is a really fun part. So here I've got for you some idioms and expressions with get. Okay, this is the juicy stuff. So the first one is get your foot in the door. Get your foot in the door. So has anybody seen this before. Do you have any idea what this means? To get your foot in the door. I'll give you a star if you know, if anybody knows what this means. It's really common, eh? Does anybody know what this means? To get your foot in the door. So always, can you please send me the material on WhatsApp? Did I? Hello, Christina. Christina, are you in the group? Are you in the... Did I add you to the group on WhatsApp? And I didn't send the material. Oh, you mean the... I didn't send in this part. I sent the stuff that I did yesterday. I sent the stuff I did yesterday. My idea was, to send the notes like after the live, but I could send them. I could send them before. Only now I'll have to wait until I finish the live today. Christina, okay? Yeah, it's true. I sent just the part that I went through yesterday. Now, let me see. Tell us. Duel Mia, yeah, get angry. Brilliant. I'm going to add that one, okay? Get angry, for sure, is become angry. Brilliant. Well done. Thank you for that. Put this here. Good job. Okay, get angry. Slovo. It is to be really intrusive and stubborn. When you finish, it will be... Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I'll send these when I finish, okay, to the group. Then slovo, right? So it is to be really intrusive and stubborn. I like your idea. So you're thinking of like the literal meaning, no? When you knock on somebody's door and they open the door and they realize they don't want to speak with you, they try to close the door and you put your foot in the door so that they can't close the door, right? That's what you mean, Slovo? That's kind of the literal meaning. It's kind of the literal meaning, yes. Jessie D, to get something easy? I know where you're coming from. Get your foot, have your foot in the door. That would be kind of, you see, if you say get, it implies that you need to do something. If you have pull or your foot is already in the door because your father or your mother works in that company, then yes. But if we use get your foot in the door, it implies that you need to do something. So it's not so easy. And la espagnola, to be nosy, that's kind of looking at the literal meaning as well, isn't it? So it actually means if you, for example, imagine you study law at university, okay? And nobody in your family is a lawyer. So you have no connections, you don't know anyone in any law office to get you a job, okay? You do many interviews, but nobody gives you a job. And finally, you accept maybe a job as a lawyer, but the pay is very, very bad and it's a very small office. But you decide, well, I'm going to start to get my foot in the door because before this job, this building or this opportunity was totally closed for you. But this simple job with a low salary, somebody opened the door a bit. So you can get your foot inside and now they can't close the door fully. So maybe if you work there for 6 months, maybe you can push your way in the door, you know? You got it, Jessie? Okay, cool, awesome. So this is to get your foot in the door. So it's like to break into an organization a little, and then if you stay with your foot there, maybe you can go in, maybe you can enter more and more in the future. So it means, the definition I wrote, is to gain an initial opportunity, so a first opportunity that may lead to something bigger. For example, an internship can help you get your foot in the door. An internship can help you get your foot in the door. It's true. It's really, really true. Okay? Many times you do an internship, and after maybe the company would give you an offer. Looking for an opportunity. Yeah, looking for an opportunity, and it's like the first step that you take. It's your foot in the door, the first step. Tell us, Dualmina. Yeah, this one. So looking for an opportunity. Brilliant. Okay. Now, I love this one. Awesome. Okay, Jessie. Super. See you soon. I'm glad. Yeah. If you'd like to be in the WhatsApp group, Jessie, you can send me your WhatsApp. So next one is get the hang of something. Get the hang of something. So it means to learn how to do something. Okay? You'll get the hang of driving soon. It implies that it will take time. Okay? So implies that it will take time. Now, maybe a bit difficult, I will put as well. Maybe a bit, we'll say maybe a bit challenging and or difficult. Thanks for the hearts, guys. I can see them there shooting up on the screen. Thank you. It's really cool. So learn how to do something, yes, implies it will take a little time, maybe a bit challenging and difficult, but you managed, in the end, you managed to do it, okay? So you'll get the hang of driving soon. Coger el, I think in Spanish we say coger el mano, no. Coger el rollo tampoco. Anybody speak Spanish? How can I forget, I know this, and I'm totally blank now, how you say this in Spanish. Hey Fatty, thank you for the heart me. That's really cool. Anybody Spanish? How do you coger el rollo de esto? Ya estoy cogiendo el rollo de esto. Ya estoy cogiendo el... I forget how to say this. If anybody, does anybody speak Spanish? I can't, to get the hang of something. I think it's, estoy cogiendo el rollo ya. Something like this. Okay, next one. This one. It's the same in Spanish, so maybe in Romanian, Italian, Portuguese, French, maybe it's something similar. Get on someone's nerves, okay? Get on someone's nerves. It means to annoy someone. Synonym is to bother. To bother someone. So that constant noise really gets on my nerves. That constant noise really gets on my nerves. Okay, so it's really annoying me. It's making me, yeah, coger el truco. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. That's it. Okay, it's in Spanish. Sorry, guys. Coger el truco. T-R-U-C-O. That's it. I totally blank. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's the Spanish one. I don't know if it's similar in Italian or your languages. If you know this in Italian or in German or something, you can put it in the chat, because maybe somebody else who speaks your language will know the translation, no? Yeah, coger el truco. Get on someone's nerves. Thank you, Fatty. That's really cool. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, La Spagnola. That's awesome. Yeah, so constant noise really gets on my nerves, okay? MCL, okay, I think in Spain, so I have heard this. I don't know what part of Spain you guys are from, but I remember a few years ago I was in a different province, and somebody said to me, ¿a ti te estresa un vaso de leche? And I said, what? So I had never heard this expression or idiom before. And in Andalusia, I know they have a lot of expressions with bulls. Ai, thank you. Tell us to Elmina. You put it in Italian. Dare sui nervi. I'm going to put this as well in case anybody wants this. Dare sui nervi. N-E-R-V-I. That's so cool, guys. Creduco means to get the hang of something. Yeah, to get the hang of something. Yeah. So we can debate this MCL. I don't know. Do you want to tell us MCL? How would you write this in Spanish? Truco is the other one. Is the other one. Okay. And how would you say it? Bueno, poner de los nervios. Yeah, poner. Ay, oh my God. Okay. Claro. I'm on the wrong one. This one here, no? This should be here. Oh my God. Now, it's okay, no? Get the hang of it. Coge el truco. Yes. Es me pone de los nervios. Yeah. Poner de los nervios. That's it. Okay. Poner de los nervios. Now I think we're straight, right? Ah, sí, ahora. I had jumped to this one and then I saw the message. Yeah, that's what we tried to tell you now. It's right. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, cool. Awesome. So, on to the next one. Yeah, get out of hand. I think this is also similar in Spanish, eh? I think you say salir de los manos. So it means to become uncontrollable. So it's that fuera de control, que ha salido de las manos. Get out of hand. So the party got out of hand. Maybe they needed to call the police. Maybe there were a lot of drugs and somebody needed to call the ambulance. In Romanian? Yes, okay. Let me see. Thank you, Christina. Claro, scapa din control. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this in Romanian, but you can see the similarity, eh? Salir de los manos, scapa din control. That's really cool. Awesome. I should put Romanian because I will forget this one. That's so cool. I love idioms, and it's really nice to learn the ones that are similar in your language, you know, because they're easier to remember. SCAPA D sub control, like this, no? For a situation. So it's different if it's a situation or the previous one. Not din, the sub. Scapa D sub, like this. Okay. Is that right? Okay. Awesome. Okay. Cool. Out of pocket. Out of pocket, but out of pocket means something else for me. Out of pocket is correct. Thank you, Christina. Awesome. Out of pocket means something else though. Doesn't out of pocket mean you have no money? Right, in Spiff. I think out of pocket means you have no money. No? I think it's not like out of hand. Because you're thinking out of hand is no money. Out of pocket is not the same. This one, get out of hand, is no connection to money. It's about a situation. It's out of control. Out of pocket is different. Out of pocket means you have no money. No, out of pocket is English slang, yes. Out of pocket, it's an expression. Yeah, no money, out of pocket. To me, out of pocket means inappropriate. Really? Example. Yeah, an inappropriate comment. That's new for me now, guys. I'm gonna have to write that down. So, because I think out of pocket means no money, that you have no money. He's out of pocket. That was out of pocket. Yeah? Hang on. That was out of pocket. We can solve this together. Come on. Can you see my screen? Yes. Out of pocket means... So, look. Can you see my screen? Out of pocket is a phrase with 3 different common meanings. It can refer to a person having to pay for something themselves, a person being unreachable, yeah, or a person acting unnaturally or in a wild, inappropriate way. When talking about money, a person who is, paying out of their own pocket. Yeah. Okay, honestly, I have never. What part? Right in Spiff? Are you in the UK? Or Danny? Are you guys in the UK, or what part of the world are you in? Just I haven't heard it in that context before. So I'm asking my Ireland. Oh my god. That was out of pocket. Okay, I hadn't heard that before now. Maybe are you very young? Are you like a teenager or in your 20s? If you're from Mayo, but I learned it from someone from Kildare. Yeah? Very interesting how an idiom can interpret. Yeah, so do I. Last big no, exactly. Here you have 17. That's so cool. So you're 17 from Ireland. I'm also Irish. I'm older than 17. And I had never used out of pocket in the same way as Ryden's Biff is using it. And Danny's 25. So you guys are younger than me. Okay? So that's really, really cool. Like I didn't know that. Hello, Susan. Maybe it's some Gen Z thing. Maybe it's a Gen Z thing, yeah. I need to brush up on my skills here. Let's I'm gonna make a note here, and I'm gonna I've never heard this. So is it common, guys? Danny, do you guys, is it really common? Like, do people use this a lot or not? Let us know. Let me know if they use it a lot. So out of pocket, to make an inappropriate comment, right? For example, Danny said that was out of pocket. Yeah. Nah, I haven't. You haven't heard it too often. Okay, I don't feel too bad so because that's. But it's really look, and also for you guys who are learning English, you can see like all of the people we are discussing this. We are Irish. We are from the same country. Okay, and we are debating the use of an idiom or the meaning. So that's so cool. Yeah, when you're having a laugh and all of a sudden it goes too far. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So when you are having a laugh, this is a very native expression, guys, okay? When you're having a laugh and all of a sudden it goes too far. Brilliant. That's awesome. Awesome. It's so cool. Okay. That's nice. I'm gonna put this because I'm gonna come back and yeah, that was out of pocket. I would have said, guys, right? That was out of line is what I would have said. So maybe we can put here what Susan said. Maybe we can say this is for Gen Z. Okay? We can say age 17 to 25. That's for you guys. Yeah, I'm Gen Z. Does change the meaning of words, and that's awesome to learn something new. Yeah, it is. It's so cool. Yeah, the same, honestly. Yeah. That's awesome. Like, yeah. Oh my gosh. So cool. Okay, let's jump on to the next one. So, get a taste of your own medicine. Get a taste of your own medicine. It's a really cool one. So this means to experience the same bad treatment you've given others. Yeah, out of line. Nice, Danny. Yeah, out of line. When you're telling someone that you went too far. I would like to put this here as well. Just, yeah, okay, put it here. You went too far. Look, to go too far. So you could say that's too far, or you went too far. With that one, it's called demasiado. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I think in Spanish you would say like fuera de lugar, maybe. UGA or, yeah, out of place. Okay, for example, the bully finally got a taste of his own medicine. So the medicine is like a metaphor for the treatment, how you treat other people is the medicine. What you give to other people. It's how you treat them. if you treat people in a bad way, you're bullying them or something, and in the future somebody bullies you, they are giving you a taste of your medicine. So what you give to other people, they're giving back to you. So this is to get a taste of your own medicine. One example could be if a girl cheats on a boy, thanks to the hearts, guys. If a girl cheats on a boy, they do this in Spain for if somebody cheats on someone, okay? If she cheats on him, right? And he feels very, very bad. And in the future, she is in another relationship and her new boyfriend cheats on her, she's getting a taste of her own medicine. So it's like karma. It's like karma, okay? Karma, or some people say what goes around comes around. No, what you give comes back to you. So the bully finally got a taste of his own medicine, right? You guys are very silent. Did you understand that one? Does it make sense? I hope it makes sense. Okay, I'm going to move on. If you have any questions, you can shout. So, perfecto? Okay, cool. Hey, Ryden Spiff, are you learning Spanish? Because you're Irish. You said you're from Mayo, right? That's Danny. Ryden Spiff, you're from Ireland, but you didn't say where. German. You're learning German. But perfecto is Spanish, right? You're from Tipperary. I love Tipperary. I spent a lot of time there, actually. In Romania, will be... Hey, okay. Didn't know that. Hi, Barbie. Didn't know that. Perfecto is Spanish, yeah. Perfecto is Spanish. Now, Christina. This one, get a taste of your own medicine. I'm going to put this here. So, in Romanian, for anybody who's in... Yes? Okay, cool. So, let's see. The Romanian language, when I read it, it sounds really... It looks really similar to Latin, no? I think it's the most... It's probably the purest Latin language. I imagine it to be the closest to Latin, no? Did I write that right? Okay, sorry I can't do this S. I know that I should do the S, but I don't have it on my table. But okay, that's awesome. I think I've written it right. Have you say oferi I primesti? Yeah, so cool. Okay, next one. I love this one so much. So to get something off your chest, to get something off your chest. So the chest is this part of your body, okay, above your heart. Men have them, women have them. It's like this area. So in English, and I think in other languages too, when you feel very stressed or very sad or very depressed about something, it feels like a weight on your chest, no, like a pressure. And sometimes you need to speak to a friend or a teacher or a psychologist or your family member or your brother or your sister to get it off your chest. You need to say it to someone, not to relieve yourself. So we say to get something off your chest. So it means to talk about something that has been bothering you, annoying, worrying, upsetting, UBSC, Another word that we use a lot is to vent. I use this a lot, to vent, okay? In Spanish is desahogarse, okay, con una amiga. So I need to get this off my chest, like I need to tell someone. Yeah, I need to tell someone about this. I need to speak about it to someone because it's too heavy for me to carry around by myself. And I need to get it off my chest. Okay, this one I also love. It means to get the picture. So we use this a lot in Ireland, as far as I'm concerned. I can see my father saying this all the time. Get the picture. It means to understand something. So I think you get the picture. So when you, in Romanian, yes, thank you, Christina. Let me put this here. It is, and again, I'm sorry, I can't do this symbol for the I, but N-T-E-L-E-G. It would be great if I could copy and paste from the chat, but I can't. For some reason, you can't copy paste the chat, the last one, this one, no? Get something off your chest? Not that. Oh my God. Not this one. The previous one. This one, no? Get a taste of your own medicine? Here? Maybe? Get the picture. Ah! You're already up with me. Okay, excuse me. Down, down, down. Yeah. Here. Yeah. Get the picture. Awesome. So, when we say get the picture, it means you can imagine the situation in your mind. It's like you can visualize or understand what's happening. Yeah. Sometimes, get the picture, okay. Sometimes maybe you don't have the full story, but you can understand from the limited information that you have. You know, you say, okay, I get the picture. You don't need to explain more. Okay, I get the picture, I understand what's happening. And if someone doesn't give you a lot of information, you can say, I think I get the picture. Now I can imagine what's happening with the information that you gave me. I understand what's going on. Okay, cool. Really similar is get the message. Get the message. So again, it's understand and implied meaning, right? So I always think with this one, I think of like Tinder, no? Tinder, or another really popular one is Hinge. So if, imagine two people start speaking on Tinder or Hinge, and one person is always asking, hey, do you want to meet for a coffee, or do you want to go for a walk, or do you want to do something together? And the other person is always, I'm busy that day, or I don't have time tomorrow, maybe later. So obviously this person is not so interested. And maybe they don't say, hey, look, I don't think we have enough in common, I'm not interested. But hi Raida, nice to have you. But the other person like gets the message. Another one we say is to read between the lines. Nobody says like directly, but from their actions, what they say, you get the message. You receive the message loud and clear. What's happening? Okay. So for example, after being ignored several times, he finally got the message. Okay, catch you? Cool. I'm glad, Raida. Okay, so get a grip. Get a grip, right? So first of all, what is a grip? What is a grip? So does anybody play like tennis, or hurling is an Irish sport, or hockey? You know, on your racket, the thing you use to hit the ball, on this part, you have like a material to help you hold the stick. This is called a grip. So grip means like tu agarre, like how you hold something. If something is slippy or wet, you can't really grip well, you know? Another one is some shoes. If you go hiking, at the bottom of your shoe, you have grips. They help you grip when you're walking downhill or uphill or on muddy terrain or whatever. So it means that you can hold something well and that you don't slip, right? You have a grip. So in this case, this is an advanced way of looking at grip. It means to control your emotions. So if a person is crying or having a panic attack or freaking out because their relationship ended or something bad happened, it's very strong to say, hey, get a grip. It's like control yourself. Like, please, like, get your emotions because they are, get it together. Very good, right? Get it together. It's really strong, eh? Get it together. It's really strong. Are these phrasal verbs? Hi, Issa. These are not phrasal verbs. Issa, the phrasal verbs were up here. We will see them again. The phrasal verbs were, we did them actually yesterday. Yeah, here, these ones. We did get off, get in, get out, get back. These are the phrasal verbs, Issa. And now we've done the collocations, and now we're on to the idioms. These are idioms, okay? So phrasal verb is normally a verb with a preposition. In this case, this happens to be a verb with a noun, but it's a frase hecha. It's an idiom or an expression. Okay, thank you, I'll pay attention. Okay, cool. So yeah, it means to control your emotions, like get it together now. It is very harsh. It's very strong, eh? So please, if your friend is crying and because they broke up with their girlfriend or boyfriend, it's not the moment maybe to say, hey, get a grip. Now, if it's 3 months or 6 months later and your friend is still, oh my God, then maybe you can say, okay, look, Giselle, you need to get a grip, hey, right? But it is very strong. So you need to get a grip and stop panicking. Get over it, yeah. Get over it, get a grip and get over it. Yeah, could be get over it, get over it. Slightly different, but like the same area, yeah. It's like control yourself, like come on, cop on. We say a lot in Ireland, cop on. Yeah, it's like, okay, you are an adult, you are not 5 years old, like, oh, grow up is another one. People say a lot. But yeah, today we are studying get, so I put get a grip, okay? Now this one, get the short end of the stick. Stop whining, yeah, stop whining for sure. Stop whining, stop complaining, stop cribbing. Exactly, well done, good job. Yeah. Get the short end of the stick. Okay, this one you've seen for sure many times. I would like to show you a picture. Draw the short straw. Look, I think some of these with images are quite, yeah. Do you know this game? Oh my gosh. I would like to be able to show you guys this picture. How can I? Can you guys see? I don't know how to move the screen now. Yeah. So you can't see, you see. So you have this person, I don't know if you know this game, where you need to pull the stick out of, you need to, like, to see who's going to, maybe there's, maybe, yeah, this one. Okay, can you see this picture here? Yes, okay, now look. So look, you measured the straws, so you can see now, okay, so this one, 1, 2, 3, these ones are long, they're the normal ones. This one is the short one. So when you have to decide which person is going to do the difficult thing or is going to have the bad luck, they will draw the short one. So we have the same for the straw or the stick. To get the short end of the stick is to be treated unfairly. To be treated unfairly. So for example, the junior staff always seem to get the short end of the stick. So they always have like the unfair situation. They have more work that they don't really like, for example. Yeah, it means to get the short end of the stick. Okay. The next one, get the sack. Get the sack. You can say get the sack, or get fired, or get left go, or be sometimes dismissed. MISSED. Or you guys who are really high level, to be made redundant. These are all ways of saying to lose your job. Okay, yeah, laid, good job, well done, thank you, right in spiff. To get laid off, brilliant, totally forgot that one, absolutely, for sure. Yeah, get the sack, and you know sack is, I always think sack is like a rubbish bag. So it's like you're putting the person in the rubbish. BRE means British English. So to get the sack, to get laid off. So to be fired from a job. He got the sack after repeatedly arriving late. So all of these, I think, like many of them, it's because you did something wrong. Especially like get the sack, you know, you're coming late, or you came to work drunk, or you're not working very hard. So you got the sack, you got fired. Okay, and this one's the last one. It is to get back on your feet. I love this expression. Love this expression. I think it's fantastic. So you can imagine when you have a bad situation like a breakup, or you lose your job, or something difficult happens in your life, it's like you fall down. Okay, so it's like you get back up after falling down. So you fall down, and to get back on your feet. So imagine you lose your job. People could be really, really depressed. Maybe they have a problem with money. No? But finally, maybe their family gives them some money. They do some interviews. Finally, they get a job, and they get back on their feet. Okay, so it means to recover from difficulties. So for example, it took her a year to get back on her feet after losing her business. So this woman, she lost her business, and probably she was a bit depressed after, sad, in financial difficulty. Yeah, to make a comeback. Good job, Dean. Yeah, to make a comeback. Yeah, to make a comeback. This one, to get back on your feet, is quite emotional, eh? Quite sentimental, emotional. To make a comeback is not as emotional. Yeah, it's like with sport or something, e.g. a sports team, no? If a sports team makes a comeback, you know, if a sports team rise like a phoenix, yeah, that's a really good one. Yeah, to rise like a phoenix, love it. Yeah, to rise, and you can add as well, rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Brilliant, super duper right up, well done. To make a comeback is like a sports team, Dean, isn't it? So it's like if the sports team loses, okay, it's not like a life or death situation, you know, nobody's going to lose their house, they have enough food to eat, you know. Get back on your feet, it could be a really serious emotional situation, you know, you don't have money to pay your electricity bills, there's not enough food in the house, and then get back on your feet is like recover from this, you know. But they're definitely synonyms, guys. Well done, Ryder. Well done, Dean. So yeah, it took her a year to get back on her feet after losing her business. Okay, also getting things together. Okay, makes sense. Cool, Dean. To get things together. Yeah, to get back together. To get back together. To get your life back together. For sure. Yeah, to get things back together. Good job, Ryder. Well done. Yeah. Okay. So before the quiz, I have a little quote because I told you guys last day I really, really love quotes. This quote is written like this, Q-U-O-T. This one is by Zig Ziglar, and I found one with get. I was looking for a quote with that uses get. Okay, put this here. So he said, when obstacles arise, you change your direction to reach your goal. You do not change your decision to get there. So I really liked that. I thought it was super positive. You know, I'm going to put it in the chat. Yeah. So when obstacles arise, you change your direction to reach your goal. You do not change your decision to get there. Yeah, I like that. Oh, thanks for the rose, Dean. I'm not sure what those mean, the things yet, but I'll figure out this present, but my gifters. I don't know what this means yet, but thank you very much. I know that it means something. Okay, so next one, right? This is the quiz. So everybody get your paper. I don't know either. But thank you so much. It appears here on the screen. It's really nice. I feel like I'm saying something useful. So it's really cool. Yeah, okay, that's awesome. And your names appear here. I can see Fatih and I can see Dean. So that's awesome. Okay, right. So onwards and upwards. In the quiz today, I thought you were doing a great job. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, it's awesome. It's cool. Okay. The quiz, so get your pen and your paper, okay? In today's quiz, there are 8 questions based on the vocabulary that we saw just now. 8 questions, and you need to write down the letter of the correct answer. And at the end, I'm going to ask somebody if they can write in the chat all of the correct letters, okay? So we have some phrasal verbs with get, we have some idioms and expressions with get, and we have some collocations with get, okay? So, good luck. Right, this is the first question. The first question is, after months of surgery, physiotherapy, and rehabilitation, the athlete somehow managed to the most difficult period of her life and return to professional competition. Is it G, get together, H, get through, P, get into, or R, get off? What do you guys think? Put your answers in the chat.